Currently, EAFC have been marketing their football franchise around the "we are listening to the community" strategy. So in this video, let's put that idea to the test. In this video, I'm going to give you the top 5 changes they could make to career mode that every true career mode fan, and definitely my audience, would go crazy for. Number 1, created players should be available after you start a save. If you're like me, the moment a new EAFC game drops, the first thing you want to do is dive straight into career mode. But if you're also like me, I love to get very creative with the saves. I like to create a bunch of players, use a bunch of tactics. But here's the problem. Let's take a team like FC Barcelona. With its insanely strong youth system, you create tons of players for La Masia, spend hundreds of hours, start a save, and then a few months later, a brand new wonder kid makes his first team, and suddenly you have to start a brand new career mode just to include him. Now, to fix this issue, I can give you an example of how they did it in PES. Here we have PES 21 loaded up. Okay, first we're gonna go to edit mode. And please note, I have not started a Master League yet. I'm gonna check edit player because there you're gonna find the created players. I'm gonna scroll down all the way to the part where it has the created players, and notice right here, there are no created players because I am yet to create a single player. Now that I have confirmed that there are no created players, I will now start a brand new Master League. This is equivalent to career mode. I'm gonna go ahead and choose the team. I'm going to go ahead and move quickly here. I'm going to choose Pep, who happens to be the first manager available. Not going to worry too much about the settings here. For the purpose of this video, we just want to start a Master League. Now, I'm going to skip the cutscenes, and once the Master League is created, I'm going to go ahead and save it, and now I'm going to exit. Now, back on the main menu, I will return to edit mode. I'm going to select player, and this time we're going to create a player. We're going to go ahead and keep his look generic. This is not important. So I gave him the name Test so we can later track him to see if he shows up in the Master League. Now we're going to go ahead and click OK. This way the player creation will get registered. And now that the player is created, I'm going to go ahead and confirm that we did this correctly. So I'm going to go to Edit Player. And once again, we're going to scroll down. And this time, under created players, we have one created player called Test, the one that we just created. Now we're going to load the Master League that we created first. And please note that we did this in order, and the player creation was created after the creation of the Master League. And this is where the magic happens. Now we're going to look for the player named Test. And let's see if this worked. And as you can see there, our created player is already available. There is no need to start a new Master League to have that new player creation. This created player will now be available for you to sign. This is an old idea, and we're in a modern era. It's time for football games to stop regressing, but rather build further than its predecessors. Number 2, you should be able to continue a career mode save on a new installment from the previous installment. For example, if I started a career mode on FC 25, I would like to have the option to continue that very same career mode save on FC 26 and so on. Some of us actually want to play about 12 to 15 seasons, especially if you created your own youth system. And this is actually not a revolutionary idea. Many games like Mass Effect 1 to 3 literally carry over the storyline according to your choices, meaning if someone died in Mass Effect 1, they would not be alive in Mass Effect 2 or 3. And I find this really cool. So when it comes to EAFC, not only should the save carry on to the new installment, it should include all of your created players. I mean, a similar idea has already been adapted since EAFC 25 start points, where you can jump right into a save based on how far along your real life club is. Why not expand upon this idea with previous saves on the previous installments to continue on new installments? And yes, I know that the player creation tools change from year to year. You can't simply drop an FC24 build into FC25, but we will address that later on towards the end of this video. Now, before I give you the next 3 revolutionary changes EAFC can implement, if you are enjoying this video, please take one moment and hit that like button. It really goes a long way. And given the amount of hours that go into these types of videos, it would be really much appreciated. And if you're not subscribed, please make sure you do so. We would love to have you in our community. And talking about community, please consider joining our free Discord available in the video description. Our Discord features tournaments, custom notifications, so I hope to see you there. That said, let's move on to number 3. Number 3, real-time career mode alignment. It would also be nice if you can have a setting at the beginning of a career mode that would have your save align with transfers that happen in real life. That way you don't have to start a new save just to have the rosters updated. For example, it would have been nice back when I was playing EAFC 24 and I'm using, FC Barcelona, that eventually around the window close to July, Mbappe were to join Real Madrid, as he did in real life, instead of me having to either manually transfer him to Real Madrid or having to later download an updated roster. In both scenarios, I would have had to stop playing my save and restart a new one. The point here is to not have to restart a new career mode. And the same goes for managers in real life. This alignment feature should not only be limited to players, but also managers. Number 4, mesh updates should be applied to the current save. This one's simple. I remember playing FC24 and FC25 with a generic looking Hansi Flick. Later on FC25, they released a scanned face of Hansi Flick, but you needed to start a new save in order to get the scanned face version. And this doesn't happen just with the managers, it also happens with some player meshes. And I already know EAFC has the ability to do this idea that I'm asking for, because for some reason, some players like Lamine Yamal with the blonde haircut was applied to the old save without having to start a new career mode. Number 5, you should be able to edit and create players during an actual career mode, not just before one. Now, as we mentioned, since player creations are not compatible from the builds on FC24 to FC25 because the tools are different, I don't mind that the created players that are carried along from the previous installment are generic looking, so long as it saves and carries over the progress on the player stats, informations like their name, their training positions, their current development plan. But you should be able to edit their height, especially if you created a youth academy talent. You know how kids grow, you should be able to edit their birthday since the youth player are limited to 2005, and I know there is a legal issue with this, but if we can at least fix 1 year, I'll take it. And if it's not too much to ask for, I'd like to be able to even edit their potential, especially created player potentials. Getting back to the point, the rest can stay generic as far as the appearance, but making them editable. This way I can start to play career mode on a new installment right away when it comes out and work on re-editing the generic faces at the pace or whenever I want to with the new tools in the new installment. Now, before you go, let me know in the comment section, what do you think about these ideas? Consider this like an episode 1 of, how we can improve career mode. And also let me know other ideas you might have. I'll take the best ideas and make that into episode 2 based on your feedback. And a very special thanks to the moderators and the members. To join, just check it out in the video's description. Now, on the lower left, I will leave you with a recommended video by YouTube that you check out from my channel. And if and when episode 2 on how to improve career mode comes out, you will find that on the lower right. You guys take care, and I hope to see you on the next one.